should take care of that because they have more money than I. Di ba ganun na ang understanding na?
So nabanggit niyo po kanina na wala pang mandate about dun sa elderly. Dito po ba sa Philippines yun? Na wala pang laws?
No, in other country, there is no mandate that the child needs to support their aging parents. Wala. Kasi it is the state who needs to support aging citizens. In our country, I don't know. You should have reviewed it before you interviewed me because you need to review your references. There is a House bill filed. Diba? The latest one, I think I read that probably 2 days ago because I need to review for your interview. So I heard of one House bill being filed in the Congress right now. It is to mandate all the children to take care of their aging parents. Ibig sabihin, sa Pilipinas, we are turning away. Hindi naman wala. So we can't generalize. Pwedeng ang term is we are turning into more urban. Kasi di ba, rural areas are being urbanized. Kung nung panahon ng mga Amerikano, maliit yung urban settings natin. Pero this time around, 2011, we have more urban setting than rural setting. So that means there will be more and more. The term you use is shift of paradigm. Di ba? There's more shift on paradigm. Less likely that I'm going to attach myself to my family. It is more likely that I'm going to take care of myself. So that is a shift in paradigm. So that is very good. So the Congress now see the changes in the paradigm in our country. So now they filed a House bill obliging, if that will be enacted as law, obliging all children to take care of their aging parents. But unfortunately, it will not pass. Do you know the reason why? Because we don't have the capacity to do that. Kasi most of our home for the aged, they are privately run institution. Wala nga tayong pera pagpauwi ng mga galing sa Libya pag-alaga pa ng mga matatanda.
Sir, may tanong po ako dun sa kaninong mas malaking responsibilidad sa government o sa yung pag-alaga sa matatanda?
It depends on you. If you will have the liberal principle of modern and cosmopolitan culture, then you will tell me that the burden is not with the individual, or not the son, or not the parents. The burden will be for the state, because each citizen of the state contributes to the welfare of the state. And the state should take care of the welfare of its citizen, from young to old. So that is libertarian, that is liberal philosophy. But if you're going to more Asian and more archaic, the coin it as archaic or ancient na understanding or more culturally rooted philosophy, then it will be filial piety. Filial piety, that means it will be the son or the children who should take care of their parents. Why? And that is to pay back their debt of gratitude to their parents, because when they were younger, when they can support themselves, they were taken care of by their parents. They were supported by their parents. Why turn your back now from them? And at the same time, sa Pilipinas kasi we establish love inside the family. We don't establish hatred. Even if we hate our parents so much, di ba? There is a certain understanding. They are still my parents. I need to respect them. I need to, although there will be a lot of conflict between the parents and the child, then we still respect our parents. That is filial piety. No matter what happened. Review Confucius, because he said, if you will not respect your parents, then you are no more than a horse. You are no more than a dog. Kasi a dog will run away from their parents, and the parents of a dog will not take care of its own children. A horse also, once the young horse was able to take care of itself and feed itself, it will run away from its parent. So sabi ni Confucius, if you are not going to take care of your elderly, then you are not a human being. You're more of an animal, because that is an animal act. That is an act of savagery. That is not a human act. And probably let us put it that way, because I love Confucius so much.
So do you think that it is unethical to let other people take care of the elderly?
Then review my previous answer. I love Confucius so much, then probably I think it is unethical. Because for Confucius, it is very unethical. Filial piety is one important component of an orderly and peaceful society. Ikaw, di ba? Give me parang your grief na that you are not sure. But once you have your family, you have your own children. Once you age, once you suffer stroke, or probably a part of your body is invalid and you can take care of yourself, nobody is going to take care of you. And it will be other person that will take care of you. I don't think that is a very, very nice vision. I think it is nicer to sleep, that you know that the next day, I'm going to age, and I'm going to age the next year, but I will have my family and I will have my children to take care of me. It is not parang telling them that I am putting a lot of money on you. I wish you good education so you can support me. No, we do that because of love, and because we do that because of love, we want them in return when we age to do that also and give it back to us with love also. And that is more than filial piety. It will be the Filipino concept of filial piety. Because filial piety for Filipino concept revolves and centers on one word. And that is love. And filial piety is respect. So sa Pilipinas, no, it is not respect. It will be our love for our family. No, not family member, our parents. Kasi parenthood yata yung discuss.
Sir, nabanggit natin na unti-unti lang nagiging urban yung Filipinos na urbanize. So,
the Philippines, not the Filipinos.
The Philippines. So, yung establishment po ba ng mga home for the aged sa Philippines ay isang...
It is a reflection. No, it is a reflection of the urbanization.
Sir, do you think it's an...
I can consider it as advantage or disadvantage. But one thing is sure, it is a reflection of urbanization. Probably for others kasi with liberal philosophy, that is an advantage. But those who follow... Diba, sabi ko nga sinasabi nyo, there are two paradigms. So the others are shifting here because they think that this is good. The others wish to conserve the older one because they were raised on the particular culture. So I can't tell if that is an advantage or disadvantage. But in objective point of view of a sociologist, but for personal, I think that is a disadvantage. But for my sociological point of view, that is a reflection of the urbanization. Even the orphanage, that is a reflection of urbanization.
Sir, last question. As a sociologist, paano nyo ma-visualize yung kultura ng Filipinos about sa elderly mga 10 years from now? Paano nyo ma-visualize?
Then let us discuss about what happened in our history. For 300 years, we were able to keep that intact. When the Americans arrived here in the Philippines, they gradually and later on suddenly bring a change in paradigm in urban areas. And unfortunately, after World War II, diba, it is like a virus that scatters all throughout the archipelago, the urbanization. So probably part of that is the value. If we will not be able to hold the urbanization process and the transfer of the cosmopolitan and urban culture to the rural areas, probably the rural areas will disappear. And once it disappears, and probably we will follow the quote-unquote, the modern and our American dream to be like America. And probably if that will happen, because of the aid of the mass communication majors, because of mass media, because you deliver information without conserving the true values, and probably, no, mass media can be blamed because globalization is initiated by, one is the advancement of the transportation system, and the other one is the advancement of the communication system. So we have information technology and mass communications, mass communication. So we were given a new culture, a culture that we think is better than our culture. And unfortunately, our young children, they are turning westernized, more and more westernized, even those who are raised in the provinces. So probably 10 years from now, we will have more interviews on Mr. Regadio about what is happening in our country and the ill effect of urbanization and modernization in our country.
Sir, having said that, do you think may chance pa na mag-iitak ang Filipinos?
Review Herbert Spencer. Kasi sabi ni Herbert Spencer, it is inevitable. The rural area will gradually not develop it. I don't want to use the change develop, but will transform into a more urban. And I think that is happening in the Philippines. And as a sociologist, I think Herbert Spencer is right. Because even my own Malabon, is more rural when I was younger. And when I'm 32 years of age now, I have a more urban Malabon.